the hell do you have on? So
ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Dry Dial. Welcome to a lifestyle of scent, cigars, and wine. Today, we're going to do a Sunday service that is kind of tailored to a tag video that I received from my friend over at the Fragrance Wheel, Elliot. Elliot, great guy. I've been watching his channel for the last 2 years. Been doing phenomenal work over there presenting his channel. Sophisticated, really knows and has knowledge of what it is to have great perfumery. He has great lists and great actual poignant references to how he uses fragrances, just like I do as well. And so I want you guys, I'm going to leave his description in the description box below. I want you guys to go over and subscribe to Elliot, man. Like I said, a great dude, and he tagged me in this particular video, and I want to show love and actually do a video. So I'm going to do this in my prototypical blend series style. I'm going to present you guys with not only 5 suits and 5 fragrances to match that contemporary style of suit, which the tag video was about. I'm going to also just give it in the blend series style of way. So I'm going to give you a business, leisure, evening elegant, night out, and daily style suit to wear and pair these with. So this is going to be a fun little video. Today, I am drinking the Olima Sonoma County Pinot Noir. This is a 2022 vintage. This is actually the last drop of this particular wine. Sunday service, as you know, always comes with a scent, cigar, and wine. I don't have any cigars to smoke today. I didn't want to actually pull out the cigar. I had somewhere to go this evening, and I didn't want to smell of the smoke today. But this is what I'm drinking on. This is what's been a fun, very deep, rich, earthy tasting Pinot Noir. This is one, I'll get more bottles of this and bring a more traditional style of Sunday service to get this around for you guys. But this is what I've been drinking on, and it tastes great, smells great, the aromas. And the taste profile are wonderful, just to give a notation of what it is for the Sunday service and of the Olima. Today, as I stated, what I want to do for you, I want to present these fragrances in 5 categories. First, from the house of Fragrance Du Bois. Fragrance Du Bois introduced the scent of New York Intense, and it is one of my favorite fall wear, classic menswear fragrances. It is built for the perfect blue pinstripe suit. This is a scent that has a DNA that is familiar to you if you've smelled Jubilation 25. It's a little more spicy, a little more richer, but not as long lasting in its power and projection, which I like for this to be a subdued fragrance in office. So when I'm wearing something like a blue pinstripe suit, maroon, burgundy, pink tie, something like that, when I'm going into the fall and I have on my low monk straps, this is the type of scent that I want to wear that profile with. Very rich, very sophisticated, very luxurious smelling, and it speaks of business. So first off in this list for the business suit, blue pinstripe suit, double-breasted, peak lapel, a nice soft shoulder, I want to wear something like the scent of New York Intense from the house of Fragrance Du Bois. Next up, when I'm thinking of fall fragrances and I want to have something in a leisure affair or a leisure wear, something that really dials back what it is. Maybe I'm wearing a mix and match, a trouser and a blazer. So something, if I'm wearing one of my Kilian cashmere blazers that's either a blazer or a sports coat, I'm going to choose something like Purpose. Purpose is apropos for what it sounds like. It is very driven for the man who's enigmatic, sophisticated, aware, and knows what he wants out of life. And so that's what I feel myself to be. And so when I wear a leisure fragrance, this one is just filled with a lot of beautiful frankincense. It's Akigala wood, a little patchouli smelling. This is done by Quentin Beach. I know you guys know about Quentin Beach, and he made a phenomenal fragrance for me specifically because I'm I love what frankincense does. I told you guys in a few videos in the past how my paradigm shift toward frankincense and incense in general really made a difference changer for me going from 2022 and to now. Purpose, like I said, it's a leisure suit style. And so what I would wear with a leisure suit style is when I'm going with either a tan or an olive suit out of my collection, or even a plum suit out of my collection, something that dials in a color tonality while still having a business aware and atmosphere to it. I can dial that back to leisure. I can wear that with a white button-up, a white mock neck, a white t-shirt, and some white sneakers. That's what I mean by leisure suit in the fall wear. So I'll wear something of a color tonality in the spectrum of plums, greens, and tans, with a scent like this profile. It just comes off super, super light, and not in projection wise, but in a ethereal feel, how you want to feel, just uplifted and wonderful smelling. So this is a great fragrance for that particular notion from the house of Amouage, and that is Purpose. Next up, when I'm thinking about evening elegance in a fragrance, evening elegance calls for me most times for something that has a very austere feel to it, but it has a comfort of it as well. And so a fragrance like Oud Extrait from the house of Maison Kurkdjian is one I would explicitly reach for every time in a situation like that when I'm thinking about evening elegance. This one here is just Oud. It's one of the very best, in my opinion. I have these in my head for the way and where I want to wear these in a scenario. And when I think of evening elegance, this just screams evening elegance. This is a captivating scent that I would wear to a gala. This is something I would wear to a foundation dinner. This is something that I would wear to a business dinner as well. Because if you have a situation in mind where you want to wear everything from a tuxedo to a, even, I would say even something of a ball dress, ball. You want your lady to a ball. She's wearing her ball gown. You have your dress with your shawl collar lapel. Maybe it's a black shawl collar lapel suit, velvet collar, or satin or silk collar. Something like this really gives that type of dress a very, very sophisticated look, feel, and a tailoring feel for the wearer. The persona of that screams Oud Extrait from the house of Maison Kurkdjian. A very beautiful scent done by Francis Kurkdjian, full of saffron, like I said, oud, a little bit of vanilla. It's a profile that I truly adore for its saffron. If you're one who loves the metallic smell of saffron with a little leather tonality to it, don't give yourself a disservice by not smelling this particular fragrance, because up close, it's one of those fragrances that just is adoring, it's addictive, and it's alluring. In the air, it's even more so. It's one that projects a lot of strength and character. And so evening elegant fragrance for me in this category, with that type of suit profile, would be from the house of Maison Kurkdjian, and it would be the scent of Oud Extrait. You guys let me know in the comments below, when you're wearing your suits, I know we're a lot of sophisticated gentlemen on this channel. A lot of you gentlemen love and adore fragrances. That's why you come to this channel. You also, scent cigars and wines. I know why you're here. And this Sonoma is very nice, as I said before. It's really one that I think you guys should get your nose on and your taste palette on. It's a great, great Pinot Noir. I got this one actually from my local wine shop. It's one that I've had before, and it was, as always with the Pinot Noirs, it's one of my favorite wines. It always comes through as a table wine or a after dinner wine, or going out and coming into the house and having just a nightcap and just settling back into the couch and just having a good evening. So that's always one that I like to have. So that's why it's here today. But like I stated, when it comes to these fragrances, I really truly enjoy you guys' opinions. It's one of these things where when you guys point out to me things that are in the zeitgeist that I haven't smelled yet, or even things that are hard to find, I love knowing about these particular things because I have my research just like you guys do, and I come to these channels and I come to us as reference points. And when you guys speak up and speak out about what fragrances are out there that smell wonderful, I'm always eager to go to these fragrance houses and see what I can find and order samples. I'm not always doing first impression videos. That's one of the things that I enjoy about this channel, and I need to get more influential in doing that, and more, I guess I should say, consistent in doing that. So I will more in the future, but I always sample, I always make sure that these fragrances I bring into my collection are worthy of my collection and worthy of having fun and worthy of going into some type of blend series. So with that being the next, what I would love to state as a night out fragrance. When it comes to night out fragrances, I am one who thoroughly enjoys wearing black suits with, as stated in similar as a fragrance captivating the evening elegance. I'm one who will put on a black suit with a nice shawl collar, or not a shawl collar, a peak collar lapel, a nice slim fitting suit to show off my build, to show off the muscularity that I put on. I also like to wear, when it comes to a night out, a beautiful kind of like either a velvet or a silk and linen blend suit. So I'll say in specific, I have an Etro jacquard blazer with a soft velvet shawl collar to it. It's a blue paisley blazer, and it's one of those suits that when you're putting on, you're going out to be in luxury, you're going out to be in a dinner affair, you're going out to a white tablecloth atmosphere for your dinner and hanging out with your date. So when it comes to the night out, you can even wear this particular suiting with a nice pair of loafers, no socks, slim fit denim or slim fit trousers, and that type of blazer, and you're coming off phenomenal looking. You look well put together, and you should smell phenomenal. And one of the fragrances that I have consistently over the years come to find fits that scenario of going out. It has a great projection of sillage in the first 2 hours, which is all you need. It smells decadent, it smells wonderful, and it has a lot of the dark atmosphere, and that is the scent of Black Phantom. Now, I'll say this, the reason I'm not opening the box is because I left the key indoors and I didn't feel compelled to run in and get it. But you know the gist of it. I'll put a picture over here to the left and let you know what the bottle looks like. But Black Phantom is one of those fragrances that really smells wonderful. It has a slight gourmand lean to it. In my type of gourmand, it's beautiful for lounge nights, dinner nights, and nights out on the town when you want to hop out of a party bus, you want to hop out of a limousine, and you want to hop out of a black car and go somewhere and have an enjoyable evening with friends and family and just have a good time. So if you're in Vegas, if you're in California, if you're in Cabo, if you're in London, and you have a cool evening and you want to smell spectacular with a nice black suit on, this is a perfect match to that perfect evening. Black Phantom, it comes off resinously sweet. It has a little bit of a cacao, a little bit of a gourmand vetiver-ish take to it. So I don't mean gourmand vetiver, gourmand composition that layers itself to vetiver. And it's a little bit of a nutty feel to it as well. There is a nut profile that they often talk about in fragrances that I've never seen or in the world, so to speak. And I've never seen them specifically put it towards a fragrance, but it's almond, which is inside this one, and they call it cyanide accord, which cyanide is basically coming from raw almonds. Cyanide will kill you, and I guess that's the portrayal of what Black Phantom and Memento Mori was supposed to be about when we're talking about the note profile, because cyanide will kill you, but it's just basically an almond scent profile. That's what's in this box, that's what's in this bottle, and it's a beautiful fragrance to have in your collection to go out on those nights out on the town when you want it to smell, look, and be spectacular smelling. So that's the night out, and that's the black suit or the jacquard suit or even the paisley suit to go out for the evening. When it comes to the daily affairs, the daily life living, the day ins and day outs of life, we're putting together our suits for, say, a charcoal suit, which is the preeminent suit for the gentleman in business. You could either do a charcoal suit or a very dark navy suit on a daily basis. One of the very best scent profiles to wear in that occasion on a daily basis for me has been the scent profile of the Night of Love, which is a scent from the house of Boadicea the Victorious. Now think about this particular scent profile, with many knowing it, house of DNA and things go with between Boadicea and many houses, I should say. They can pick up a DNA and make it better. I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with anybody saying how Boadicea is a fragrance house, that is a dupe house. Anything that you feel is your opinion, it goes. For me, when I test these fragrances and I know what DNA and I love, and I think that it will go in my collection and fit well, and then I ultimately get that, which I did with this one after having Mont Tobacco from Oman Jane. I wear this one in those scenarios where I would have worn Mont Tobacco. And Mont Tobacco, while I'm not taking it back shelf to my collection, has been one that I pull for less when pulling for this one. It's a little more push to it, while still having a little more bit of a better evolution to the scent profile. So basically what I think they did, in my opinion, is take and understand what it was to have Mont Tobacco. Either they searched it, found it, or whatnot, but they made a profile that was very much so dynamic for daily wear while still being justifying to wear every single occasion, meaning I can wear this for business, I can wear this for leisure, I can wear this for evenings, I can wear it for nights out, because it fits a profile. It's tobacco, it's very rich, it's very aromatic, and it just smells, I mean, you can see my face light up when I smelled it. It smells phenomenal. So the Night of Love is a fragrance that can be worn daily, and I think that's the best of a toolkit. When you have a fragrance that can be worn when you just want to have a dumb reach, or you just want to have a profile that's a dumb reach, and you want to have something of a daily driver. There's nothing better in the fall than Night of Love from Boadicea the Victorious, with that slight tobacco, airy, atmospheric aroma that comes off of this one. It just smells spectacular. So to Elliot, this has been a great tag for me. Who I think I'm going to tag, I'd love to talk about fragrances with my guy Duck212 out in DC. I know he has a heavier presence on Instagram, so I'll just mention him as someone to go look at on Instagram. I think he's 212 Cents on Instagram. Real cool guy, real cool gentleman. Have a great time talking with and about fragrances with him. One of the gentlemen that I love also talking to and with that I don't think gets enough shine in the community is Chris Knows. A great guy. I believe he's down in Australia, if I remember, either Australian or Austria. I think it's Australia. I'll stick with Australia. A great nose, a gentleman through and through, knows his fragrances, knows what smells well, and knows how to convey how they smell. And so Chris knows, or Curtis knows, off the top of my head is Curtis Knows. I'll link him in below. I'm tagging him to let him know that, hey, we know that you got a great nose. We know that you know everything about this community and how to represent this community. And I can't wait to see what you put out as your 5 fragrances to wear with 5 different suits. Guys, remember, scent is memory, collecting is legacy, and community is culture. And we here at the Dry Down, we emphatically love what it is to talk about scent, cigars, and wines. Until next time, you guys have a blessed day. Continue to stay balanced, continue to stay bold, and continue to enhance. And I will see you in the next video. This has been a Sunday service. Thanks again, Elliot, for tagging me. You guys have a blessed day. See you in the next video. Peace.